Hey everybody, welcome back to another Triple Hound video, and we are looking at making even more custom Fortnite skins. And we've had some requests to make skins from the upcoming Disney Plus Marvel show, What If? And this show is supposed to go into the proverbial multiverse that we got a glimpse of in the Loki television show, in which all sorts of different things could play out in different ways. So you'll see familiar characters in unfamiliar roles, such as Spider-Man as the Sorcerer Supreme. We received a request to make a version of T'Challa as Star Lord. Of course, T'Challa in most of the comic books and in MCU canon to date is the Black Panther, the King of Wakanda. There's already a Black Panther skin in the game, which is really, frankly, one of the cooler skins in the game. And there's also a Star-Lord skin in the game, which is also an officially licensed Marvel skin. But we got a request to make the T'Challa version of Star-Lord because there's hinted to be an upcoming episode in which T'Challa takes on that role in that episode. We also got a request to make Captain Britain and a separate request to make Peggy Carter. And although there is a male Captain Britain character, which I suspect this viewer was talking about, just to keep within the theme of the What If program, we are going to do the Captain Britain version of Peggy Carter. In the What If program, Peggy Carter presumably takes some of the super soldier serum and ultimately becomes Captain Britain instead of Steve Rogers becoming Captain America. And finally, just to round out this particular little episode of our custom Fortnite skin building, we saw a hinted image of Gamora wearing the Thanos armor. We don't really know how that's going to play out in the What If plot lines, but we decided to make a Thanos version of Gamora to kind of make this a three-for video of What If alternate universe Marvel characters. And with that, let's get into the character that you have right in front of you here, which is the Peggy Carter version of Captain Britain. First, we're going to start with the Joel Tara skin, suit pattern Peerless, hairstyle C, and eye mask off with the belt on. There are versions of this Peggy Carter that have something like a half mask on the top half of her face, although her hair is still exposed. The best way to do that would be to give her an eye mask, although the eye mask she wears is dark blue, and we're really kind of relying on the belt here to give us a little bit of red in the uniform where we can't get it otherwise. So I'm going with the eye mask off. Primary material is cloth, and the primary color is white. Secondary material is also cloth, and the secondary color is midnight blue. Accessory color is brick red, like I mentioned. We're using that to kind of capture some more red in the outfit. No eye effects or eye color change. No skin tint, but we did give her a hair tint of gold because she kind of has that reddish brown hair, and this was the closest we could get to that. If we used red itself, it would be just way too bright. Similarly with orange and mustard. Gold was really the closest we could get to her hair color. And the sticker was, once again, sort of a vexing thing for us. The character has a big, like, British flag design on her costume. And that's, I mean, obviously we don't have a sticker that would cover her entire front, nor do we have a sticker that is the British flag. Both of those things would be perfect, but we were looking for something that gave us kind of red, I don't know, stripes emanating from a central point, and this 200 meters sticker was pretty close. Thought about the plasma caster reticle as well, just simply because it's big and it's got kind of red stripes associated with it. So if you think this one looks better, that's fine too. For her preset, we gave her the proto-adamantium shield backbling. Of course, this is the Captain America version. That's the version that's in the game. The Captain Britain version of Peggy Carter has like a British flag on it instead of an American flag, but this is what we've got. Similarly, the proto-adamantium shield, pickaxe. And we gave her the salvaged chute glider from Lara Croft's set, because it looks like she's sort of a World War II character in the What If show. So we kind of figured this was a good, like, army, oldie-timey army parachute to use. Similarly, ballistics. I think I've seen at least one image of her sort of clearing a room with a gun in her shield, so she's not afraid to pull a gun. And for her emotes, bulletproof, on your mark, evasive maneuvers, kind of action hero-y things. Widow's pirouette, martial arts master, and grand salute. Here again, this is the Captain America version, so you get the Captain America star shield logo going up there, where she should have kind of a British logo, but this is what we've got. Vengeful Shadow gets the gist of at least the color hint, kind of a red and a blackish color. And if it matters, I gave her the sort of the target and dark blue background banner, and played the Marvel Might music. That is how we made our Captain Britain version of Peggy Carter, as we think will be seen in the What If television show. Moving on to our Star Lord version of T'Challa. And then for this we used the Quick Change outfit, which is one of the customizable skins that came into the game a little bit more recently, where you can pick a different wrap and make their shirt whatever color that wrap is. And you can also change their hair color and sort of a slight hint to the rest of their outfit. In the T'Challa version of Star-Lord, sort of similar to the Peter Quill version of Star-Lord that was part of MCU canon previously, had, you know, like a jacket with a collar on it, except that he has more of that, at least in the pictures we've seen leaked, has more of a purple color scheme to it instead of what Star-Lord had previously. For him, we gave him the primary color of black, which is what affects his hair and like a stripe around the sides of his sleeves. His hair is the same color as it is naturally in all of the Black Panther movies and appearances and stuff. So we just gave him sort of a natural black hair color. This is where things got a little bit more difficult, because you have to give him like a purple wrap to make the color right on his jacket. And most of the purple wraps that are available in the game are sort of weirdly textured or animated in some weird way. So like Gemstone, for instance, here makes it look like he's wearing, you know, almost a shiny plastic coat, which is not quite right. And certainly the Zero Bloom thing has these kind of electric rays emanating from what appears to be his neck. So that's not quite right either. This one isn't too bad, but is a little bit too shiny. The one we ended up going with was this one here, like the, I don't know what it is, like the Kevin wrap or something, because it's a little bit animated, as you can see. It kind of lightens up and darkens up over time, but is a little bit more of a slow animation and is not quite so distracting. And you can see like the sort of the version of Star-Lord as T'Challa in the What If show, again, at least in the images that we can find, kind of show different shades of purple on his coat. So even though there may not be animated, this is the closest we could get. Otherwise, we hooked him up with all of the traditional Star-Lord stuff. Star-Lord's backpack, Star-Lord's like rocket backpack thing, his Guardian Axe harvesting tool, his Milano spaceship glider, gave him the drop jet contrail. You know, he does have that jetpack thing, and I thought this kind of looked the same. But gave him some Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, like the Rocket Blaster spray, the Grootling emote thing. Kept the Wakanda salute, because, I mean, he is Wakandan. I don't really know how that plays into the show. I haven't seen it yet, of course, but... and then the dance-off. Who knows if he uses a dance-off to win a battle like the Peter Quill version, but again, we're just kind of using Star-Lord stuff for him here. And martial arts master, he's got to fight at some point. And this one I thought was interesting, Heart Rising. You know, he does have that thing on the side of his head that he could tap in order to make his mask come on, just like that. It doesn't make a little heart appear, but I thought it kind of was similar, at least in motion. Gemstone for our wrap. Again, it's sort of that purple color. And a purple version of Rocket's face as the banner. Sometimes I don't bother with banners and stuff, but this time I did. And moving on to our Thanos-armor version of Gamora. For her preset, and I'll get into obviously how we made the skin in a second, but her preset, I gave her the Infinity Gauntlet backbling to make her sort of like her old man. The Reliant Blades version, in which it's one big blade. The picture that we saw of her online had her carrying that big sort of two-sided Thanos blade weapon. That's not in the game, but this frankly is a massive sword that is as close as we can get. For a glider, we decided to give her the Chitauri Chariot, kind of keeping with the theme of his invasion forces. Although I don't know if she does the same things as Thanos does when she takes on that armor in the What If series, but this we figured made some sense. Warp Wave, again, just cuz. Gave her the Infinity Gauntlet spray, and some other kind of menacing emotes like job well done, flipping away, I'll be seeing you, warrior prepares, and of course the snap. And I gave her the Bloodsport camo. I don't know, it just seemed like it made sense. And for her banner, I just gave her Iron Man's mask on a kind of a gold background. To make Gamora, we used the Firebrand skin, but really you can probably get by with almost any of the female customizable boundless skins in the game. We used the Bionic Forge suit pattern, hairstyle C, eye mask off, and belt on. Primary material is metallic, and primary color is gold. Secondary material is cloth with a secondary color of black, accessory color of black, no eye effects or eye color. Skin tint we used moss green, and hair tint we used brick red. And of course there's no sticker that quite makes any sense here, so no sticker. So that is how we made our third and final, I guess at least in this video, What If Marvel variant Fortnite skin. And with that, we'll drop these guys into a little bit of game action. I'll drop in the CHALLA version of STAR LORD first, and we'll get to see them running around the map a little bit. Not a lot of gameplay typically, but we just like to see how they look when they're in-game, because sometimes that makes or breaks one of these custom skins. We don't always include that in these videos, but I'm going to this time. Glowing shirt animation is more distracting than I thought it was going to be, I have to admit. I do like the Milano glider, though. And I do like these like jetpack looking contrails. So it's not all bad, but it's not quite as perfect as I hoped it would be. Now we're going to get into a little bit of Peggy Carter gameplay. Do you think this glider was the right choice? You could also have given her the Avengers Quinjet, I guess, to give her sort of a more modern version, but I kind of like this World War II vibe. And the bullets are a nice touch. I'm digging this contrail for Gamora now that we're into some Gamora gameplay now. But I gotta say, like, I don't know if it's particularly Thanos related or not, but I think it's cool. Alright, here's Gamora in-game with what we tried to make as Thanos-type armor, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. In the locker, I think she's probably the worst-looking one, but out here in the game, she might be the best-looking one. This is why we do some game action. We don't always do it, but it can sometimes really make a difference. That was a little more harrowing than I wanted it to be. And that was finally a little bit of gameplay with our Thanos armor version of Gamora. So we have done 3 different, like, Marvel what if alternate versions of recognizable skins in this video. A couple of them by request. We did a Peggy Carter Captain Britain character. We did a Gamora Thanos armor, and we did a CHALLA version of STAR LORD. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another one of our videos, and use code TRIPLEHOUND in the Fortnite item shop or Epic Games Store. And yeah, I guess that's it. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.